I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, November the 10th, 2022. Israel's President Isaac Herzog continued his consultations with the political parties in Israel today that crossed the electoral threshold in the national elections to get their recommendations as to whom should be tasked with forming the next government of Israel. Ynet reports that former Prime Minister, opposition leader, and Likud leader Benjamin Netanyahu has received the support of more than 60 out of 120 members of the Knesset, and as has been said since the votes were tallied, he is expected to receive the mandate from Herzog to form the next government, which could happen as early as this Sunday. 2 Israeli jets today escorted 2 U.S. bombers through Israeli airspace on their way back from the Persian Gulf. The IDF shared that 2 IDF F-35I Adir aircraft escorted 2 U.S. B-52 bombers assigned to CENTCOM, which is the U.S. Central Command, through Israel's skies. As part of the increasing cooperation with the U.S. Armed Forces, this flight is part of a series of joint exercises to strengthen our readiness toward all scenarios. The IDF said the cooperation is a significant component of the national security of the State of Israel, maintains stability in the Middle East, and thwarts regional threats. On video released by the IDF, an Israeli pilot can be heard welcoming the American pilots to Israel.
The Israeli Air Force, welcome to Israel. We hope you have a safe flight.
Meanwhile, IDF Chief of Staff of the Air Force, Brigadier General Eyal Greenboim, made history in Bahrain this week. The IDF tweeted that for the first time, a senior Air Force officer visited Bahrain, noting that Greenboim participated this week in the Air Force Commanders Conference, which also included Commander of the Navy of U.S. Central Command and senior leaders from the United Arab Emirates, among other countries. Tweeting, "This visit is part of the continuation of the trend of strengthening relations and cooperation between the IDF and the armies of the region, led by the American Central Command." The Anti-Defamation League held its Never Is Now conference today, the world's largest annual summit on anti-Semitism and hate. Guest speakers included Pfizer chief Albert Bourla, actor David Schwimmer, Congresswoman Liz Cheney, and President of Adidas North America, Rupert Campbell, who spoke about corporate responsibility in the fight against anti-Semitism, racism, and all forms of hate. Adidas recently broke off its partnership with rapper Kanye West after his anti-Semitic remarks, and Campbell was cited by the Times of Israel saying, "We know, without a doubt, that we made the right decision." Campbell said the racist and anti-Semitic hate speech by our former partner violated our values. There is no place for anti-Semitism, racism, and hatred within sport, within Adidas, or within society. And Campbell announced a new collaboration with the ADL to fight hatred. Well, the World Cup begins in just 10 days, and now travel to the ultimate global soccer competition taking place this year in Qatar is much easier for Israelis and Palestinians to attend. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid shared great news for Israelis and football fans everywhere. "We have set up direct flights between Israel and Qatar for fans attending the FIFA World Cup." Lapid also said that an Israeli office will be opened in Qatar, with whom Israel has no diplomatic ties, to handle fans who will come to the World Cup. The agreement reached with FIFA, the International Football Federation, today, allowing for the temporary direct charter flights from Ben Gurion Airport to Hamad International Airport in Doha. FIFA President Gianni Infantino said with this deal, Israelis and Palestinians will be able to fly together and enjoy football together. Football, he said, has the power to bring people together. It transcends all boundaries, crosses all borders, and fosters unity like nothing else. The World Cup, he said, is the ultimate symbol of football's unifying power, and today's historic announcement provides a platform to improve relations across the Middle East. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, November the 10th at 7 o'clock. It's Talmud Study. At 7:30, Julia Mimtz talks about her film 4 Winters, sharing the story of the courageous partisans who resisted the Nazis. At 8, Jonathan Tobin speaks with former White House Press Secretary Ari Fleischer. At 9, Mark Golub speaks with Zach Iscol. At 10, Erez Sherman talks to world-renowned strength and conditioning coach for the Detroit Pistons Arnie Kander. And coming up next, it's the ILTV's Insider. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, November the 10th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.